button. We're starting.
But you didn't say, alright, we'll start. You just like, secret. This way, when shit goes down, we're in court, like, see? They were so unprofessional the entire time. I had the best of times.
Unprofessional?
They were most unprofessional. I was most professional. Like, no one's more professional than me. I'm Princeton.
Welcome to the Warbear Podcast.
Just keeping that in. I can just feel it.
I'm not angry.
No, I don't think you're angry.
What'd you say?
I said you're going to keep that in. You're going to put it somewhere and feel it.
It's not anger you're talking about?
No, I don't think you're angry.
Okay. What am I keeping in?
Oh, you know you're keeping in.
Okay. Mysterious substance.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Are you the president?
Yes, that is his birthday today.
No way.
Yeah, on the day of recording, not the day this is uploaded.
That is true.
Yeah.
I only get 3 birthdays a year.
3?
This is why I'm 43 right now.
3? Why 3?
Oh, 1 for my actual birthday.
Mm-hmm.
1 for when I was rebaptized as a Christian. And then
Okay.
1 when I opened my eyes and it was like, thank you, Cthulhu, for saving me from this shell I called my empty life hole.
Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Well,
I actually
alright.
have a tentacle where I shouldn't have a tentacle right now.
You and your you and your relationships are weird. Oh.
Don't judge me and my octopus-ing overlord.
The octopusing overlord? Hold on a second. Talks amongst yourselves.
So anyway, Tad, how you been? Oh, well, you know, I've been alright. Anything cool? Not really, just kind of hanging out, playing Nintendo. Oh, wow, ain't that something. You know what, by talk to ourselves, I think you meant you and me talk to each other?
You know, I think the surprise I had, I don't know.
Happy birthday, Ted.
What? Muchas gracias.
You can
All
share
the
with
donuts
Brent
in
if
the
you want
world.
to. I didn't really get you anything else.
Hey, you got a special guest today, my brother Zach.
He's calling.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, there you are. I couldn't hear anything for a second there. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Guess what you're doing?
What?
You're on a podcast now.
Yep.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, say hi. Don't be rude.
Oh, hi, everybody.
I don't know if they can actually hear you.
Mm.
Good. I don't want them to. All right. Yeah, dude, edit me out. I will talk to you later.
Wow, he is quick to bail.
Happy birthday. Hi, Dixon.
Alright. He says hi.
Yeah, I heard him say hi.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that was fun.
I expected a lot of it. Yeah, he's a very entertaining character.
That was fun. I was on my phone all freaking morning.
With the birthday stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't ever, like, do or say anything for my birthday.
Yeah.
I don't like that attention.
Well, it's...
For me, I guess it's just like, yay, I was successfully pushed out of a vagina. I did that my entire teenage life, and no one celebrated that either.
You celebrated that.
The sadness.
What?
The shame and disappointment. It was a mutual feeling between me and the vagina. But
I wasn't sad when I was pushing the vagina.
Wait. No. You were pushing the vagina. I was being pushed out of the vagina.
Oh.
They were like, yay! Oh wait, no thank you.
I mean, high five to the girl that can do that. That's pretty impressive.
It's some Kegel exercises, man.
Kegels.
Some Kegels.
Always with the Kegels. I wonder if there's a shirt that says that.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You could probably Google it.
I don't know.
Look it up.
Oh.
Off topic. I found that splitter thing.
Okay.
It will not work. Because it has the AC adapters, and then it has, like, the analog coax cable thing, not the HDMI.
The one you have. Yeah, we gotta order one then. Okay.
Yes. I meant to text you about that, and totally didn't, because I forgot about it. And for some reason, I felt like I need to bring it up in the middle of the podcast.
In the middle of a podcast?
Instead of, like, you know,
afterwards when we're done?
Yeah, when people don't need to know about things, because
hey.
I've been awake for exactly 53 minutes.
Right. I've been awake about that long, too, so...
Yeah, I woke up, I rolled over, and my daughter was laying in bed next to me, watching YouTube that apparently she just turned on. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, shit! What? You need to get dressed so we can go... I got stuff to do. oh, okay, I don't really want to go anywhere. You're going to Grandma's. Deal! And she, like, bolts out of my room. I was like, doesn't even care.
Was by any chance she was watching the Warbear on YouTube?
No, she was watching this, like...
That you can find on Warbear Films.
Yeah, we're on there. No, she watches, like, really weird, like, kid YouTube things.
Oh.
Like,
nice.
family vlogs with this dude and his kids playing video games. It's really obnoxiously annoying. But, you know.
Okay. That's cool.
So I get her up to my grandma's, and my grandma's like, "You know what today is?" And she looks at her and goes, "Thursday?"
Mm-hmm.
No, what's the special day? What's going on? And she goes, "Well, tomorrow's my birthday? But whose special day is it today?" And she looks to me for, like, guidance, and I'm like, "What is today?" And she goes,
Yeah,
and
sounds
my grandma's
about right.
like, it's your dad's birthday." Wow. You are old. You little shit.
That sounds about right.
Love you too, baby girl.
Yeah.
So that was my
You
morning.
are old.
Yeah. I'm the youngest one here right now. But also, I have the least amount of hair. So, you know.
Brandon is trying to catch up with you, though.
You
So
win some, you lose some.
one of these days he's going to be like, "Motherfucker,
I already know I'm getting there.
That's because you're 10 years older than I am.
Yeah.
Wait,
Cat
no.
didn't have 10 years worth of hair, so.
I started losing mine when I was 16. We don't
Yeah.
all get freaking Mufasa manes up there, Jason. He's like, yeah. It's not my fault. I'm cursed with good genetically hair. Whatever.
I was about 30 to 32, somewhere in there. It started just.
16. You couldn't see it, but I pointed to myself,
Yeah, he did.
signifying
That.
that I'm talking about me. 16.
So I got about 15 years more.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it for 15 more.
Granted, I threw in the towel way before anyone else did. I was like, 23. Just shaved my head. Never went back. That's not true. I went back one time. Horrible idea. It's when it's long and you're starting to thin out, you can kind of hide it. But when you're growing it back out and you're really thinning out, you can't hide that shit. It's just, it looks like that one house that doesn't know how to take care of the lawn, surrounded by a bunch of other houses that are just like high maintenance lawn care people, nice and thick, and then like that one house in the center where it's got like a tire sitting in the middle of the road and bricks laying around and a window's busted. It's the top of my head looks like a crack house. Basically,
That's a really weird description, because now I'm just picturing a house with a guy trying to, like, with a rake trying to comb over his grass.
Exactly. That's what he's doing. He's like, maybe if I just go deep enough,
Yeah.
it'll make the
If I let it
nutrients.
grow out, I can just cover up these brown patches.
Maybe if I like set the top of my head on fire, it'll put the nutrients back into it.
I don't know. There was that one wig thing that I thought looked really cool.
You weren't the only one that sent me that either.
Yeah. I wasn't the only one?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it was impressive. I mean, it was like the guy tugged on it and nothing comes up. And he's like, the glue will stay for a week.
Yeah, but like, everyone knows I'm bald. So
Yeah.
at the point they're like, you've got a rug.
Well, that's just people who know you. I mean,
Like, a lot of people know me. And like,
yeah,
the ones that don't,
not
like,
everybody.
a lot of people do. People I interact with, no. So the only time I can wear it is if I go to like NebraskaCon
Yeah.
or like anywhere else where no one actually knows who I am, and like for one day I will know what it's like to be Jason. Well, have the head of Jason. That sounded bad.
Go on.
I don't want to. I concede this argument.
What? An argument. I don't know. I mean, some people probably would find you kind of envious because, like, you could wear any wig you wanted to very comfortably.
They got a nice round head.
Yeah. You don't have to wear, like, a wig cap or anything. You just...
I'm going for the whole, like, Patrick Stewart, Noble, engaged look. Hey, do you think that's how he, like, proposed to his wife? You know,
No.
they were married before Star Trek.
They were married before.
I think that would have been amazing.
His second wife that he's got right now, that he might have.
That would be so cool.
Because she's like 30 years younger than him.
Good for you, Sir Patrick Stewart.
I don't know. What
That's
happened with his What happened with his first marriage? So,
she's buried in the backyard for talking
no,
shit.
that was William Shatner.
What did I say?
You said buried in the backyard for talking shit.
Yeah, you don't talk about Shatner.
No, William Shatner did do that.
Did he?
Yeah, she was found dead in the pool.
Oh man, now
committed suicide, I think.
I was not affiliated nor have any inside information on said act.
And that was actually somewhat suspicious if actually she did commit suicide, so.
You cannot prove nor.
No one could prove that.
Ooh, I was not even born. You can track back. I might have been born.
No, you might not.
I don't know.
No, I don't think you were.
I'm actually still pretty young, so you know what? Don't.
I think that happened in the 70s. Man, you know what?
That wasn't even come yet.
Wow. You were an egg.
Yeah, that probably was.
Yeah.
That was probably the shittiest egg there was.
There's no,
if, ands, or...
Yeah.
But
those don't go away. Those are always there. So.
I know. Anyhow, what's been new with you guys?
Yeah,
we're talking
the
about
part of the podcast where we talk about the weeks.
Yeah. Brent, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Brent, because he's probably got the least stuff to say.
Oh, whatever. Friggin' bunch of cars getting wrecked. Wife's car being wrecked.
That happened like a while back, though.
Haven't been on a podcast.
He wasn't here for the last one, yeah.
I thought we mentioned
he's
it.
Missed the last... It's been almost a month and a half since he's been on here.
And we only did one without him.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff happened between his last one and now.
Yeah.
And, like...
I thought the car was wrecked.
A lot of shit.
The car was wrecked back then, but yeah, go on, Brent. I don't
that was like
interrupt
a week or
you.
two afterwards. Note to self, don't text and drive.
Yeah, don't text and drive. Never ends well.
Fucking scary.
If your friend is driving and he's texting, you yell at him. Put that shit down.
See, in that scenario, you hand the phone over and be like, hey, send this message.
I don't know why people don't do that.
Because they're too concerned with their own personal shit. Like, if you have someone in your car that you don't care enough if they survive by texting your damn phone, and they're not that good of a friend for you.
I don't even think people see it like that.
I think is what it comes down to most of the time.
Self-involved.
Yeah.
It's not that, like, whatever you're texting may not be something you want them, you know, like if I'm texting my wife, and that may not be something you want them to text for you.
I can send her all the kissy faces you want, Brent. It's fine.
Why are you guys talking about that in the middle of the day anyway? That's
well, no, just like, love you, see you later, XOXO.
When I get you home,
are you embarrassed that you love your wife?
No, I'm saying, you know, there's some stuff, it might be a private conversation or stuff you don't want other people to know.
Then it can obviously wait till you're done driving.
And that's how it should be. It should wait till, and if it's that important, pull over. My God.
No, I feel like we're
I'm not even like yelling at Kim and just
we're
yelling
talking
at
in general.
anybody.
There are a lot of deaths and injuries
over
due to
stupid
just
shit
this
like
stupid
this.
thing
Yeah.
that happens.
That's unnecessary.
The simplest of things that can be avoided, and they're like, nah, my life on my phone is far more important than those around me in this giant hunking metal of death.
At the end of the day, I really don't care if you kill yourself by texting.
I care. Cause
it's just you might take some other people out. It's like drinking and driving too. It's like, you want to be dumb like that and hit a tree? Fuck you. But it's when you like hit a school bus full of kids. Like,
poor tree.
Fuck you. Don't do it. Drive safe. What else is going on with you, Brad?
Work, we're short people, but other than that, not much. Been working on doing a raised flower pot, like getting a form set down, footing so I can lay block. Gonna do a raised flower bed. That'll be fun.
I think that's the oldest person thing I've ever heard you say.
No, it's not me. I've heard him say shit like that before.
I've never heard you say
finished watching season 3 of The Flash.
Do not say words.
Started on season 2 of Supergirl.
Look,
Season 2, yeah, season
that
2
show
of
looks
Supergirl.
stupid.
It's not bad, and it does have tie-ins to Flash.
Does it?
Yeah.
I thought they were on 2 different networks.
They were. They're not now.
Oh, I have not
WB
been
bought
paying attention.
Supergirl.
You mean CW?
Or CW, yeah, they bought it.
And WB, I'm like...
Originally, they were on 2 different networks, and they were going to keep it separated, and they said they'd never cross over. And then...
Flash showed up on season 1 of Supergirl.
Yeah, so she did. They did a whole episode.
And
Alright, Flash you can't ruin for me. Supergirl, is it worth watching?
I think so. It's
Yeah, if you like that shit, it's...
Is it campy cheesy goodness, or is it like trying to be Arrow?
Part of it's campy goodness, Jesus.
it's
not
It's
Arrow.
nothing like Arrow.
Yeah.
Because Arrow got really too Batman.
It's more like a fun girl show with superpowers.
I'll probably watch it then.
I
know
mean,
it's on
you
Netflix,
have
but-
what is it? Martian Manhunter is
Yeah.
on there.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He was in-
and he can't get in the fucking
Did
cinematic universe?
Did you not watch that, like, the second death battle they did?
For...
Like, they did that superhero death battle? That advertisement the first time they were in the cage fight? And they showed everybody come in there and fight? I showed it to you.
Maybe.
They even brought in for season.
You know what
2.
I'm talking about?
No.
It was just an ad. It wasn't like a whole episode.
Was Supergirl in that?
On the second one, she was.
Oh, I remember seeing the first one. I had like the Flash and all the Arrow people.
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing all those guys. I don't remember seeing.
They did another one where...
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, Supergirl was there. And then they even had Superman on that show, too, so...
Superman's on Supergirl as well.
I actually like that Superman a lot better than the one they had in the movies.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, if he's not cracking necks, he's not for me.
And they
Cracking
also
eggs or
brought in
cracking necks.
McGann's on there.
Martian Manhunter's niece, the White Martian one.
They
She's
had-
not his niece.
Yeah, I know she was never actually his niece. So it was just a cover.
Yeah, but White Martians on that are...
He was a bad guy.
Yeah, they're evil. Basically, they're the ones that destroyed his race.
Yeah, that was in the comics.
And it's kind of a weird dynamic, them bringing her in there. It's been...
Go ahead. Oh, so...
I guess I only watched the... What is it? Young Justice. And I never realized that about it.
That's where they
I'll
got-
say that's the funny thing about this whole stupid thing is, like, I read this shit years ago, and then Brent watches it, and he's like, "Did you know
and you're like,
that the
yeah.
gorilla?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
I did.
I like how they done for the Flash. I know I can't say too much,
Yeah.
but I do like how they've done Gorilla Grodd in there.
And
He
they
has
did
been-
it just like the comic books, though. So
Wait for season 3.
Before and season 3.
Well, I remember like the first one. He was stuck in the sewer. He took the
Yeah.
dad dude down there, and then he escaped and shit.
and they sent him to Gorilla City.
Gorilla City.
yeah,
Fuck
they
you.
had a gorilla city.
All right, so we're done talking about the Flash.
All right,
now,
done talking about the
because
Flash.
I have not seen it,
But
and I will not be spoiled on our own podcast.
No,
there's
just don't listen to it.
I like the fact they've
Skip to this
done
concept.
the whole. They do a whole crossover with Supergirl. Legends come in,
That show looks so stupid.
and
It kind of failed before it got started, so...
Arrow. All of them come in for an episode on the Flash.
Where the fuck is Batman?
Dead. Why do you need Batman?
They have,
You
like, they did the whole
Arrow.
multiverse thing, and then he's dead already in all the universes.
He sacrificed himself to save
Right.
all.
Out of all of them, they've brought a lot of them. I mean, pretty much just about everybody from Justice League on that stuff.
Not Cyborg.
That's true. Yet.
They probably won't, because I've heard that they don't want to, like...
Confuse him with the,
They've actually... Never mind.
No one...
Oh, no, it's in Supergirl. In Supergirl, they have been bringing cyborgs.
I even heard there was a big old...
What about Aquaman?
No, they won't bring Aquaman in.
What?
Because that was a big thing where they asked if they could do the Suicide Squad, and then DC's like, yeah, you can do the Suicide Squad, we're not going to use them. And then, like, they started doing it, and then they got a phone call. It was like, you got to stop doing the Suicide Squad. You got to get rid of it somehow because we're making a movie.
Is that why they killed them off?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's why they killed him in Arrow.
Yeah.
Because
That happened.
I liked Deadshot in that one. He actually had character, and I cared about him. Unlike...
Get ready for it, people. If they're gonna do anything with any of your DC characters, they will kill them off on your show.
On the note of DC, I heard Wonder Woman's really good.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
They have hinted towards Aquaman coming in. They have brought up
He's not gonna come in.
Atlantis.
The tease that keeps on teasing.
They'll probably bring Aqualad.
Like Calder or Garth?
Either.
I wouldn't be surprised because they do have, they have him again. They have Kid Flash.
Yeah. They can use all the
what?
shit character that they don't want to use. Yeah, they have Kid Flash on.
Wally got his powers?
Yeah.
God damn it! Alright.
Well, what happened in your week? Because Brent's gone now.
He's just like spoiling all my shit.
Shut up, Brent.
What else have you done, Brent, besides ruin my childhood?
Stop talking about the Flash.
Anything else? You want to talk about Supergirl? Cool. But it all ties in, man. Like, I'm sorry, guys.
Well,
I haven't had time
at
to
this
sit
point,
and watch actual shows. I've been too busy doing shit.
At this point, it makes it just sound like all Brent did was get in a car accident and watch Supergirl in the Flash.
I've been
and
watching
work.
a lot of animes. And I actually ran into a fun project on my own truck. Learned about a new thermostat. I had no idea and cost myself about $50.
Is that what you were doing yesterday? When I drove by?
Yeah. Not yesterday, but yeah, I guess it would have been.
Yeah, I was driving because I was driving on Main Street.
That was Tuesday.
Was it Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, all I know is you scared the hell out of me. You look like a homeless guy.
I don't know, Dave. Try your donuts. Those are really good donuts. Yeah. Well, offer Brent one. Is that for
No. I don't want
you
one.
Want a donut?
No.
Yeah, donut, Brent. They're really good.
Really good.
They are the good ones.
Come and go.
Well, they're not actually come and go. They get them from some donut shop in Blair.
Yeah, that's actually really good bakery.
Yeah, it is really good bakery.
Like one of the best ones around.
Yeah, it is.
Like super good.
That's one thing I miss them having here in town is the bakery when we used to have that here.
The one that was only open till like 6 in the morning.
No, we've had 2 or 3 different ones.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'm young enough that the only one I remember was where that one hair salon was, like right next door to my apartment. I remember there being a freaking like donut shop, but it would only be open from like 4 in the morning till like 10 in the morning.
I think they're open till like, yeah, that's about right.
And I was little-ish, like 10, 12. I wasn't up at that point if I wasn't in school. So, like, I never had a chance to go in and see it. I was like, that's the worst hours ever.
They tried having, like, a breakfast thing. But I don't know, the guy who was running it just ran it right into the damn ground. Because it wasn't a bad idea,
He made a lot of money off of it. A lot of places around, a lot of the gas stations were
buying donuts. But he just couldn't keep up with demand. Like, he couldn't hire people. He tried doing it all himself, and...
It wasn't that. He loved the casino too much. Oh,
that too. That will hurt.
It hurts a lot of people.
Yeah.
And there were several times, I know several people that worked there. What's his name worked there. And he said several times he had to open and just get started without him. And he never showed up. And he just had to figure it out on his own.
Yeah, fuck that.
And it wasn't the business didn't do good. It did great. It just, when you have crappy owners.
Yeah. What did you do, Ted?
What did I do?
What have you been doing?
Okay. Let's see here. What have I done?
I don't know, that's what I'm
I've done
asking.
quite a few things. I went to my first Grand Prix for Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Started off fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then, in typical Tad fashion, when I hit my peak, I crash and burn with glorious gusto.
I feel bad for your girlfriend, then.
You feel bad for all of them. That goes back to being pushed out.
Nah, I only feel bad for the new one.
She's really
The last
cool.
one I don't feel that bad for.
But Tad
So,
just
yeah.
mysteriously just shuts up.
I'm not going to say anything more than that.
I say stupid shit, but I'm a really smart guy and know why I shouldn't say my shit.
That's fine.
You know.
I'll
So,
stand by that
like-
statement.
So like my goal for this Grand Prix was I just
Mhm.
wanted to make day 2, which is not an easy thing to do. I didn't have any buys, so I had to go through the entire day. And I saw for the first 3 rounds undefeated, dropped like 1 game, just fucking killing it. And you can lose 3 games, 3 matches throughout the entire 9 matches of the day, and you can still make day 2. You have like next to no chance of making top 8, but you can make day 2, which is my only fucking goal. And Shav went with me, and he was like 1-1 or 1-2 after round 3, and he was gonna drop. And I was like, nah, man, I'm doing good. You can still lose at least play out 1 more round. And
Where is this at?
down at Central Link in Omaha,
Okay.
or GP Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about like fucking just quitting. Like, I'm just gonna drop and go do side events. But no, man, stick in it. You have a way better deck than I do. Just play it out. And I'm talking confidence out my ass because I'm 3-0 right now. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, let's do this. I lose my next round. He wins his next round. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm still 3-1. I'm good. You're 2-2. We're bouncing back. I lose my next round.
Ouch.
He wins his next round. I'm like, okay, we're both 3-2. It's cool. It's whatever. I lose my next round.
Let's go home.
My confidence is waning here.
Well, you're out now, aren't you?
No, I can lose up to 3.
If he loses 1 more,
If
he's
I'm
done.
X and 4, I do not make day 2.
Okay.
He is now 3-2. 3-2. Or he's 4-2. I'm 3-3. So it's shifted. Although as your day goes on, you know, like if you start losing early, your caliber of opponent is weakened. So I had stronger opponents than he did
Mhm.
up till that point. So I'm now 3-3. I'm like, all right. I just have to win out the rest of it. That's not so
Right.
bad. It's only 3 more matches. I can do this. And my only decks that I had problems with was hard control decks. And the last, 3 matches I had were control deck, control deck, control deck. And there was one player who I would have lost the match. I have no bones about that. But I would have at least won a game. But the dude was super shady about some shit.
Oh.
Because I went to put a trigger on the stack to keep one of my creatures alive, and in response to it being on the stack, so I couldn't move my stuff until his stuff resolved, and then he just took his turn because he took forever on it. So it's partially my fault because I should just move the die anyway.
Right.
But I was following procedure of he has to let his stuff happen,
Right.
and then my stuff happens, and then it ends the turn. Well, he did his stuff, looks at me and goes, "My turn?" With that, my stuff still on the stack, so I never moved the die over. I'm like, yeah, because I had already said I was going to be doing this. You know, I said
Right.
verbally. And so he goes through his entire turn, comes back to my turn, I draw, he goes, "That creature's dead?" I'm like, "No, it's not. I paid the energy." He's like, "No, you never moved your die, so therefore it dies." And I was very confused because I thought I already moved it. And I was like, "No, I guess I didn't move my die. I signified I was going to. I'll just move it now." And he's like, "No, because you didn't move it then. It dies. So, yeah, it's gone. That's just how it works." I was like, "No, because I had it on the stack, and then you did your shit and took fucking 5 minutes to do your stuff."
Mm.
No. So I call a judge over, like, "Hey, this is what happens." And the guy goes, "Well, technically," and this is where I got mad, Like, I don't get salty when I play games. I got mad. Technically, your creature does die, so you didn't move your die. But he looks at the dude and he goes, but that's not a really cool thing to do. He knew what he fucking did. And he knew he was going to die to that creature. So it was like, your creature does die, but just keep an eye out for stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, cool.
Assholes? Keep an eye out for assholes.
The people who manipulate shit like that, it fucking pissed me off. So I'm 3-3. I ended up going 3-4 for the day, dropping, and went and played a bunch of side events. Had a blast doing it. Shove got all the way to the very last round of day 1. It was his winning in. He was like 5-3 going to the last round, and it came down to game 3, like right to the very end, and he just couldn't get there. But it was like, god damn, dude, like he was so close. I was so proud of him.
That's cool. At least you had fun.
Oh yeah. And then day 2, when neither of us made it, he went and did a Pro Tour qualifier where if he wins this thing, he just automatically gets in the Pro Tour. And he wanted me to do it, but I'm like, I don't really want to spend $60 on it. So I went and spent $120 to buy a box and make a deck out of this one giant box with my friend Lexi. We did a 2-headed giant thing, and
that's
we
fun.
did not do well in that either. But like day 1, we did awesome, and the next like 3 games, our stuff didn't work at all. But I hung out, I saw some pros, just played a bunch of Magic, and had a killer fucking time.
That was your whole week, or?
No, that was just 1 week.
That was
weekend.
1 weekend.
I also went and saw Baywatch. Awesome movie, by the way. Don't roll your eyes. It is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Right.
but I guess that's like, was it ever supposed to be? Like, the TV show wasn't hilarious.
Baywatch is the movie Baywatch it's basically a parody of Baywatch.
Yeah.
But they're still doing the Baywatch tropes.
Yeah.
So they're just calling them out, and it's hilarious. It's awesome. Like, I want to go see it again. That's how good I think it is. And not just because Zac Efron's shirtless like the entire movie.
I don't know, like, that's kind of my problem with all of these things that they're doing. Like, either they do it way too serious when they take an old TV show and make it into a movie, or they make it too damn much of a comedy.
Well, Baywatch, and I watched it a little bit when I was younger, but
Yeah.
It's Baywatch.
Yeah.
And this movie, like,
It's tanking bad.
Baywatch is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I loved it. Like, I would.
Well, that's fine.
If you're looking for a movie that's just is fun and a good time, go see Baywatch. Baywatch or Wonder Woman apparently. 'Cause apparently that's doing really good too.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm gonna go see Wonder Woman eventually. I know that for a fact.
I heard Wonder Woman's good, but like I said, I can't.
I know you don't want to.
I'm not supporting that
You don't want
universe.
to feed the monster that is the DC universe right now, even if it is a good movie or in the
Even if
first
it's
female
excellent.
movie for whatever.
Even what?
Even if it is first like female superhero movie, which is apparently the only good standalone DC movie in forever and a day.
I don't know. No.
I'm gonna go see it,
That's fine.
regardless.
I can't-
I'll probably rent it.
I wouldn't even try to stop you, but no.
I'm going to the theater. I'm going to see Wonder Woman. Jason jumps out of the bushes. No! And just tackles me to the ground. Breaks
No,
my
it
neck.
won't get
He's
that
like,
extreme.
At least I saved him from seeing Wonder Woman. And I get
You're
like, the
welcome.
highest honors. He's in prison just like,
Well,
it was a good deed.
I mean,
It was a good deed.
that's a conversation I had with somebody recently too, where I was like, I don't understand like your generation of thinking like when there's one bad shitty movie. People back in my day would have been like, ugh. And if they made a sequel, they would have been like, oh, fuck that, I ain't watching a sequel. But nowadays, it's like, oh, hey, they made another Transformers movie? I gotta go see that one. Then you're like, the last one sucked. You're like, yeah, but maybe this one will be better. It's like that little bit of hope. It's not you. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people have that, like, mentality of, like, they give everything, like, a second chance, and they give all these money to the studios, and maybe they know that. I don't know, but...
Yeah, but those are... I would say those movies are, like, aiming for a very specific demographic. Like, Like
You would
the
think, but
low end 1%ers, you know, like the bros with their tribal tattoos that mean like they think it means like hope. It just means like I'm an asshole.
No, I don't mean just the Transformers. I'm just saying in general, like any.
Well, you have even
Any
like
shit
Ninja
movie.
Turtles. I mean, that was
I like
our
Ninja Turtles.
classics. And these new ones, they're stupid.
I disagree.
They are horrible.
I wholeheartedly disagree. I think they messed up Shredder. I'll give you that.
I think they messed up April O'Neil.
Then Megan Fox was not the greatest of April. But the Turtles were awesome. I liked them.
For what little time you got to see him.
They were good. I liked them. Will Arnett was
A better
really good.
title for the first one should have been like April O'Neil, sometimes Raphael, and the Ninja Turtles.
I liked them. All right, that's fine.
And I think they totally,
and again,
killed
that's
Shredder.
that's for anything.
Shredder and Splinter. It just
Splinter was all right.
no,
Just for anything.
not even close.
You're not even close.
I mean, if you like it, you like it, and don't let
I
anybody
haven't
tell you
seen the second
different.
one. And I was in the same boat as you guys were until I saw it was on Hulu. I was like, fuck it, we'll watch this movie. And I get like all the way through it, and I watched the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got to the very end, and my action was, that wasn't bad. I'm not saying they're great films by any means. I'm like, they're not like fucking Michelangelo's, alright?
With nunchucks.
Get it?
Yeah.
Or it's not a
not Master.
I'm sorry, when Nickelodeon's remake cartoon is so much better than the movie.
Okay. Just to clarify on that, it is much easier to make an awesome TV show because you can span out stuff from episode to episode and actually build character. So you have hours of time devoted to these characters and their struggles. Whereas a movie, you had to fit all that into at most 2-hour stretch of time. It is much more difficult to get you to care and feel invested in it.
Yeah.
Now, it's very possible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible, but it's easier on a TV show. That's why, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender is fucking amazing. I do not think it can be transferred over into a movie, into a film.
Well,
medium.
you get to the question, should it be transferred?
I don't think
but
it should.
At the same time, I would say you could do it.
You just can't
You would have
put
to-
like Book One as one movie.
They did that.
You
and
can't
Shyamalan
do
fucked it
that.
up.
No, I'm saying, yeah, it'd have to be a long movie,
Yeah.
and book one
It-
would have to be like 3 movies.
It has to be like Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
style, but stretched way out. Like each movie is like a 3.5-hour movie. To
Almost.
fit everything in there, or break each book up into like 2 or 3 parts. So then for each season,
Well, that-
essentially you have like a Harry Potter type saga
That's the only way to me that could be done.
to get all that in there.
You could
But
also...
the Turtles were just kind of a week by week villain kind of thing. Like you had some overlapping stories, but
Also, a good thing they could have done, too, to make that movie a little bit better was maybe a passage of time, not film everything. If you're just trying to do, like, certain seasons, or the best part of the seasons, just say, like, this many months have passed, you know, and then they're on their journey.
oh, for
Airbender.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, people probably wouldn't
I
like
don't-
that as much,
no,
but...
I want them to do it subtly. Like when they did it with Harry Potter, with the passage of time, you could see the seasons changing.
No, I meant, like...
Instead of coming out as like 2 months later, you know, like I would not like that.
I mean, I feel like in a movie form, you're not losing anything, because then someone could be like, what happened in that 6 months? And they're like, oh, it's in the cartoon, they did this. You know, like, there's not a mysterious thing what happened. Like, you just didn't see it.
Yeah, but I'd want to see it.
I know you'd want to, but obviously, like, not everybody's going to want to, you know. And it might get people to go watch the cartoon more, you know. So you leave it open for, like...
Yeah, and it probably does. Like that's the one thing that M. Night Shyamalan's
Well, he didn't do
Airbender
that.
movie. Like a lot of people went and watched the cartoon after the movie came out because it was so.
Don't worry, I'll get
bad.
people to watch the cartoon. I'll just make a really shitty movie.
Maybe that was his game plan.
Maybe.
But to counteract your argument on saying Nickelodeon made a better product, that's just a given. Very rarely do you have a movie versus a TV show where the movie can get you more invested than the TV show would.
I guess
It's very rare.
I guess for what I'm saying in comparison, to me, they completely revamped the Turtles, and they did it in the right way to me. I don't feel the movie did it in the right way.
I think
Shredder was awful to me.
Well, Shredder wasn't supposed to be the Shredder. They changed it
They did
because
change
they
it
had so much.
halfway
They
through.
changed everything. Like that movie had so many problems, from the studio interfering to fucking fan outrage, which I would have wanted to see Turtles from space. I was perfectly okay with that.
So not.
No, fuck yeah, I would.
I think the biggest problem with that was you shouldn't compare it to the Nickelodeon show. You should compare it to like the first movie and which one's better. Which one would you rather watch?
The first one.
I would watch the first one over again.
Yeah.
Like, which one did it better?
Well, the first one did.
Yeah.
And I'm not debating that.
I'm not. No, I know you're not. I'm just saying, like, I think that's a better argument than what Brent's trying to make.
What I'm saying is, though, in a vacuum, the movie itself is not horrible. It's not even that bad. It is okay. Because the thing is, like, you don't think you even need to compare it to the original, because you still have the original. You can go back and watch it. It's still there. It exists.
I guess I feel like a lot of these studios.
It's a cash grab.
That's
it
all
is.
it really is.
It really is.
And you
that
can
is
tell
the
it was. To me, I call those like slapstick. It's just like they slapped this name on it and slapped this fast ass shit together to call it a movie and do a cash grab out of it, instead of taking the time to make it right, which would have made it, to me, they would have probably made 10 times the money if they would have just
studios don't like to take time for development anymore either. So it's got to get it out there, got to make money.
And this film already had issues to begin with Michael Bay in the producing role.
It did.
Like
It was
Megan Fox was added on to it, which didn't help it. The only thing that really saved it was the turtles in it, as from like just a perspective of looking at the turtles without hearing or interacting with them. You're like, oh god, these things, like, they fit their personalities really well. Like, the turtles were really well done.
Well, basically what you're saying is the actors who portrayed them were good. And
Yeah.
I'll give you that. They probably were.
The
but
turtles looked a little wonky.
The turtles looked all wrong to me, but
I enjoyed the turtles. I liked their
it's
interactions with each other. Like, it felt very genuine, like four brothers would actually be fighting.
yeah.
And Will Arnett's character was awesome.
Uh,
I love Will Arnett. Like, that dude's fucking awesome.
he is awesome. I'll give you that, but I don't know if he was awesome in that. But
I thoroughly enjoyed him. His little one-liner quips was like, "Yep, okay, this is happening. Just turtles, cool, all right." I felt like, whereas April just kind of like went along with it, we were kind of like, we were in the Will Arnett kind of role where we're like, huh, so this is just a thing that happens, and he's just like, okay, we're rolling. This is fucking weird, but cool, whatever. And we were in that boat, whereas April's like, yeah, turtles, let's go do this shit. And we're like, yeah, we're doing crazy flippy flippy shit. And Will Arnett's like, I hold a camera. Like, we were that guy.
I really didn't do anything this week, so.
So I forgot what we were talking about. Like,
We're going through the weeks. Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to say, that. Were you going to do
candy.
anything today for your birthday?
no, I got babysit kids. I don't celebrate my birthday anyway, and I don't like celebrating my birthday because like I said, I don't like.
Getting older.
No, I have no problem getting older.
Well,
I love being an adult. Like, it's fucking awesome. I just don't like that attention.
Oh, yeah, okay. So,
Like if I want attention, I want it for doing something meaningful. You know, I want to have earned it, not just like, yay.
well, you earned
I
it by
didn't-
living another year.
Yay! I haven't died yet.
Yep, that's the attitude.
That's keeping it positive over here. You know,
You made it. You made another year without like some asshole texting and driving into you.
Thought about it. No, I don't plan on doing anything today.
Yeah, that's tragic. Well, the only other thing that happened this week was E3 happened.
Yep.
Do you guys have any comments or thoughts on that?
I didn't get to see a whole lot. I did see they're bringing a bunch of shit to the Nintendo Switch, like Rocket League and Breath of the Wild expansions, which look pretty sweet.
Skyrim's coming out.
Yeah. But I haven't had a chance to really keep up with it. I'm basically working
What was
open to close and then sleeping.
Mario Odyssey trailer that showed more of the mechanics of the game, and I don't know. Like, Mario's got the fucking magical hat and he can possess things now, so you can become like a Goomba or a turtle or a car or a...
I feel like every year I get a little more and more just disinterested in E3. Like, they're not bringing anything too revolutionary for it. Like, it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just like, hey, remember this thing you like? We're now putting it on this platform instead of, like, a new kind of groundbreaking game. Which, granted, in this day, like, everything in its mother has been done. But
I honestly, in my opinion, I think Sony killed E3. They won it. They brought a lot to the table.
He showed me the new Spider-Man game, which looks totally awesome. Granted, like I said, it looks like to me, the first couple of Batmans.
Well, it plays
Arkham.
like that.
Yeah.
is it based off of the movie?
No.
Good.
No.
I fucking hate the games that are based off of movies.
Yeah, this one's a totally its own
Standalone
thing. His suit doesn't even look like the one in the movie.
Good.
Which is a little off-putting because he's got like a big old white spider symbol on him.
Maybe it's not completed?
No, it's completed. That's what they're going with.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's totally different.
I like the gameplay. What I've seen, it looked really, really good.
The graphics look really good. I mean, someone pointed out it's not much different than what they did in the last two Spider-Man games that came out. And yeah, it really isn't, but I think the thing that's different is just a little bit more tweaking on the fighting. Like they made it more like the Batman.
You ever playing the Spider-Man game for the Sega?
Yes.
Like, I had such a hard time beating Scorpion in that game. It pissed me off.
Which one are you talking about? There's like several for the Sega.
I think it was the first one. It was just Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think, when that came out, like, whereas you were probably like 15, 16.
Was.
I was like 6.
I couldn't beat the last boss. I couldn't beat Kingpin in that game.
I had a problem with Doc Ock, too.
Yeah. He was a little bitch, too, but
yeah.
I got him webbed up pretty good. But, no, I legitimately couldn't beat Kingpin at the end of the game, and it sucked ass. That's when I reached my frustration point and I never picked it back up. Like,
you never actually finished the game?
No, I never finished it. I really, legitimately, they put you in a room, and they always gave you, like, hints on how to beat the guy. Like, when you had a Sandman, they gave you a little fountain, and you kick it and water would come out. Like, right at the beginning, you're like, oh, that's weird. And then later on, you go to the level, and Sandman shows up, and then he's acting like there's like a fountain, I think, and they show him like weak against water, and you're like, oh, hey, I'll just lower him back over here to that fountain. I'll kick it and fuck him up. And at the end of the game, like, Mary Jane's like hanging there over like a vat of acid, and she's slowly being lowered, and then Kingpin's just wrecking her shit at the bottom. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And every time I try to hit Kingpin, he'd knock me back. And I try to go save Mary Jane, and I couldn't, like, land on her. Like, I'd swing to the middle of her, and, like, nothing would happen. I would, like, try jumping, and nothing happened. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I legitimately have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Like, I don't get it. And by that time, I was on my last life anyway, because it was fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they make you go, like, towards the end of the game, they make you go fight every boss again.
You gotta go through all the Fearsome Six or Sinister Six?
Sinister Six, yeah, I think that was what they're going for. It sucked, and it was too hard towards the end, so.
I have no clue. I didn't play any of the Sega games.
You're a Nintendo guy?
Until years later. Super Nintendo, the PlayStation. That
was
I had all of them.
The God of War trailer.
Oh, I don't like God of War.
That looked pretty good.
I don't know if it dropped at E3 or not, but I did see they showed stuff for Kingdom Hearts 3.
That dropped at E3. It was just a Japanese trailer. Kingdom Hearts, that was something. It was a Monster Hunter world, which will be a hub world. And what was the other one I thought was really good? Days Gone looked pretty good. There was one more I thought looked really good, and I can't remember. They're remaking Shadow of the Colossus with like an HD remake. Not like they did before, but they're doing like they remade the game from the ground up. And that'll be on next year sometime. So there's a couple to look forward to for sure.
I keep hearing about remakes, and I know I'm probably hoping against hope. I would really, really like to see a remake of the Legacy of Kain.
It'll never happen.
What's Legacy of Kain?
It was a really
You had
dumb
Blood
vampire
Omen
game.
and Soul Reaver. That they were two separate games that kind of followed the same storyline. Blood Omen was the rise of Kain to be like the king of vampires, and Soul Reaver had Raziel, that eventually at one point was one of Kain's minions, but he felt he betrayed him and like ripped his wings off and everything. And he was
up a really shitty door.
revived basically as a Soul Reaver, and basically coming back to fight all Kain's minions.
It was a game that came out for the PlayStation 1. I think there was maybe some PlayStation 2 games that came out later, and it wasn't very popular. And
PlayStation 1 was Blood Omen 1 and Soul Reaver, and for PlayStation 2 you had Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and Defiance, where both of them you played as both the characters in Defiance.
Alright.
yeah, Brent really likes those games.
So, you get one game that was ever made, and it just gets a facelift. Like, it's still like the same like story and everything, but they're just like upgrading the graphics and all that shit in gameplay. What game do you update, upgrade, and what system do you put it on? From any time, anywhere. Well, so like Earthbound, you get to upgrade, or
Honestly, the only one I really want to see them do,
Castlevania, or
but they'll never do it. I'd like to see them put Twin Snakes on all platforms. They really don't have to update the graphics or anything like that. But Konami's being a fucking complete bitch because everybody wants
Is that the one that's on the Vita, or
Twin Snakes.
yeah?
It's the only one. It's on the GameCube.
Oh,
They made it for Nintendo.
okay.
So there's a lot of like they'd have to change some stuff because they added like there's like Nintendo stuff in there they'd have to take out. But it's the only game I'd love them to put on all platforms, kind of like what they did with the Resident Evil 0 and remake. And I don't really want them to up the graphics or anything. They wouldn't have to. But everybody wants a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I really don't care if they do that or not. But that would be cool too. But
Right. Of course, I have two, but one of them they're already kind of doing, but to me they're messing it up. I don't like what they're doing to it, and that's Final Fantasy VII.
oh,
I wish they would have kept the fighting style to the original style, not this new style they're doing.
What's the new style? Is it really
the
just
same time fighting,
Same
Oh,
time
instead
fighting,
of the-
not turn-based.
turn
So you
based.
just like the more roleplay kind of stuff?
I like that, and I
He
really
really
would like to see them redo the Legacy of Kain series.
Jeez.
Hell, with what they can put on a game, I bet you they can put the
Entire
first
series?
like 2 to 4 games probably on one
Do you want them to remake it or just re-release it?
I would like to see, especially Blood Omen 1, I'd really like to see them up the graphics of that. And
See, they won't do that. If what you're asking them to do is remake the whole game.
I don't think they would have to do that to Blood Omen 2. I think it was same with Soul Reaver 2. The first one was Soul Reaver, maybe a little bit, but I doubt it. It'd probably be okay. But the Blood Omen, it was, I mean, that was like really, really beginning PlayStation.
I know.
And they would really have to up that one. But
they won't do that one.
I would really like to see that.
I know.
But again, I'd be afraid they'd do like they've done to so many of them. They change the actual.
They would.
Fighting style.
Not only that, they would probably change the story.
And I really don't like that.
Yeah, they would totally change the story.
And I guess that's one thing I like about the Kingdom Hearts thing when they made the HD. I think
it's newer. They don't have to change. They've retconned themselves with other games, so they have made changes, but they didn't have to go back and redo the game to make those changes. They just made another game for like Android or Game Boy or something like that to make their little changes.
I think they did really well with it and made it stick close enough to the original, but adding to it. And I just feel a lot of them, they don't do that. They completely change what drew you to the game. And I think that's part of what they're going to do to Final Fantasy. With changing the fighting style, to me, that takes away what drew you to the game.
Cool.
Did you have any?
Just Seventh Saga. Right?
I haven't played that forever.
And what I would do is I would go the open world you get from Skyrim, right? But when you interact with... Alright, so there's a game that came out for Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Super Nintendo. And you get like one of like 7 or 8 different characters you get to choose from. Each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. And you have to go through and like battle through this entire fucking realm to find like the star or something that fell down.
7 gems to fight the...
Essentially, you're collecting the Infinity Gauntlet to like fuck shit up, and you can kind of make
remember the evil boss's name.
Yeah, but you get summoned like all these like powerful warriors, mages, shit from all over the land. You get summoned to this one king who's like, you are the strongest in the realm. You need to go get these crystals, and you become basically fucking a god, essentially. And you just go through it, and you can make enemies and allies, and some of them just become your friend right away. Other ones, like, you got beat and they become your friend. Other ones, they just, like the demon, just wants to fucking kill you. But the demon's so powerful as it is.
You have half that want to be your friend at first, and half that don't. But in order to get the other half, you have to be a high enough level.
And you can only have one companion at a time, and if you already have a companion, it's hard to trade them out. And they're also on the same goal you are, to get these fucking crystals. So, like, one moment they could be your friend, and then they could totally not be your friend later on. Yeah, it's a really good story. The gameplay then was even really good for the graphics, but I would do like the Skyrim open world, and when you interact with like a creature, it'll do like what they did in like Legend of Dragoon, where you used to get like the turn-based kind of stuff, but it'll give you like a more of a interactive dodge effect. Kind of like, you remember in Legend of Dragoon where you have like special attacks where like you have to line up the squares and shit? Kind of like that to get like extra damage. And then you can also have like a reaction time to dodge, or it's not just like, oh, okay, they hit me, I hit them, they hit me, I hit them. You can actually interact a little bit more instead of just like get punched in the face over and over again. But I'd do that, and I'd totally have Sony just take it. Like, just give it all to PlayStation, to get the best graphics, and it's just the best. It's yeah, you got Xbox One X looks like shit. You know,
It does.
it really does. Like, that's the one thing I saw was I was not impressed at all.
I will say this. I forgot to say it when I was talking about E3. PlayStation's really pushing their VR. They got some VR games coming out. They even got some ports too, and you can play Skyrim in VR.
Sweet. I like Skyrim. I've never gotten very far because I get distracted and just start doing open world going and killing people. You know?
So you can put the VR glasses on and you can look around, and they use the wands to do all your magic and everything like that and move around.
I don't know if I'd want to do VR yet. Like,
We might do it for the channel.
probably. It reminds me of the very first ones. What was that movie where it was like the president's kid and you had Sinbad in it? Like the first kid.
Okay.
You know what movie I'm talking about? Like
Sort of.
Like Sinbad was like the bodyguard.
Yeah.
And the kid like runs away to like the mall and is got that giant fucking headset on. Like, whenever I think of VR, that's the first thing that pops in my head.
Actually looks pretty good for right now. I mean, they got that Oculus Rift thing technology, and I hear it really immerses you in there. There's one game we'll definitely get for the channel, but not anytime soon because those VR headsets are expensive. So
Yeah, they're not cheap.
that's Resident Evil 7, and that's just let Tad play it.
Why, so you
Yeah.
can hear him squeal?
Man, I guess
Because in VR it would be hilarious.
You'd have to put a camera on him for that.
No, we don't have to put a camera on him because they'll see what he sees.
and you just hear me go, "Well, fuck, I'm good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good. I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good." I do not do well with.
Yeah. He doesn't do well with
Which is the total reason why they want me to do it.
Yeah, because it'd be hilarious.
Because they're a bunch of assholes.
Well, I mean, everybody would be assholes because they'd be watching it.
Oh, I know they would.
Yeah, so
It'd be fucking
everybody's
hilarious.
an asshole.
which is why I'll do it.
Yeah,
For you.
for your trooper,
Yep.
it'll be funny. Yeah, and that, then
What did you guys think of the Starship Troopers movie that's going to be coming out?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen a trailer for it. I heard it's all animated though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about it. I heard about it, and then I was like, oh, I should go watch that trailer, and then I never watched it. So
Honestly, I figured if anyone here had seen or knew more about it, it'd probably be Brent for some reason.
I haven't been doing much stuff online
'Cause you're a
lately.
huge Neil Patrick Harris fan and all that.
for Brent's online job, he doesn't really
Do
go
online.
online do any research.
I'm online, but I'm usually playing Magic.
Yeah,
So.
I'm online and I'm usually just looking up really stupid shit.
I usually go online and look at more stuff. I don't know why for this past little while. I haven't been.
Normally when I'm online, I'm looking up like how to do stuff for cosplay and make stuff. So I guess it's not a complete I just know it's not like an interest a lot of people have, so if like to talk about it to other people, it's like, yeah, that sounds neat. Like,
There's a select group of people that will be engaged in that
Yeah.
conversation.
Well, it's like people normally like the end product. They don't like.
They don't want to go through the nooks and crannies.
Yeah, they're like,
And
oh
shit
wow, that
detail.
looks awesome. I mean,
How'd
like,
you do that? And you're like, well, let me get my flow chart and show you.
yeah, I really could, and that's the part I find more interesting than just it looking good. Like, how the hell did you do that? But people,
It's all about the surface.
people really,
They don't want to dive deep in.
people look at the Batman costume, Affleck Batman costume, and they're like, oh, that looks really good. I want to know how they did it.
Yeah.
What was the process in doing it? I know what they did to do it, but then you start talking to somebody about it, and then they just like fade out. It's like trying to talk to a kid while like there's a wacky fun house.
And you
Off to
wonder
the
why
left.
we have a fifth Transformers movie.
I don't wonder why. I know why.
Oh, that's just
Oof.
tragedy in itself.
I think I might be losing my mind a little bit because I saw the trailer during Baywatch, and a small part of me was like, kind of want to go see that. I'm being broken down because Optimus Prime is killing people. That's all I ever wanted from my good guys to kill people. That's why I like Man of Steel. Steel? He stole my heart. He was stealing it. Here means us.
I think we can wrap it up. You guys want to add anything else to the closer?
No.
You want to sing Happy Birthday to Ted and give
Do
him
not
all the
sing fucking Happy Birthday to me.
give him all the attention that he wants and
No.
deserves and needs.
I
will. I did want to just go out there and say, well, I wanted to thank you for taking the time out today on your birthday to come down and do the podcast, because I probably wouldn't want to do a podcast on my birthday. So
I like doing the podcast.
I know you do. I'm saying
I like
thank you.
this stuff.
I know.
That's why I'm here. I don't come here because I'm like, well, I gotta go do Warbear stuff now.
Yeah.
I'd rather totally be just sitting in my bathroom taking shit. Now there are times.
That's really. Oh yeah, I know. There's times when I probably don't even really want to do it. Hell,
No. There are times I just really taking shit, but
there is times of that. Well, I'm just saying, thanks for taking the time and coming down here.
Yeah.
You're awesome. Happy birthday.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Tune in for our gaming channel.
Oh.
Yeah, plugging things.
Plugging things?
Plugging.
Yeah, we have a gaming channel. You can go watch that.
I'm back to the Tomb Raider. Everyone went up yesterday?
Yep.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, it was one up yesterday.
Yeah, I watched part of it. I almost fell off a cliff thingy.
Did.
Because I forgot how to play. It's been like a month and a half before I went there.
Brent's still playing Shovel Knight. I'm going to be playing some games here very shortly.
Yay!
You can find that on YouTube at Warbear Films. You can also check out our Facebook page. It's just Warbear.
Which all of our content is also linked over to the Facebook.
I try to get it up there.
And
there's also...
One of us wants to do Twitter. Brent? Brent,
I also...
you wanna be our Twitter guy?
We'll put up...
He has me... I gotta look up to do... I forget what it was. He won...
Patreon
page.
I don't think we have enough stuff for that yet.
I don't think we do either. I just want to have knowledge on how to set it up. And
you have to have, a website... a certain number of people. I looked it up before for that magic thing I was doing, which we'll eventually start getting back into that as soon as I get past August, because I might be going to GP Denver. But I don't know if I want to spend all the money on it yet. So that I might be doing.
The Warbear Facebook page is also a fun page to go to, because I also post trailers and stuff. So and other kinds of neat content. So it's not just...
It's ever growing.
Our stuff too. We don't have a website yet. We should probably get one. But other than that, and thanks for tuning in and blah blah blah. Have a great day.
Best sign off ever. No one ever ends a podcast with blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm absolutely positive with all the podcasts that are out these days that someone does end the podcast with blah blah blah.
Actually, I think that'd be hilarious. There was a podcast that was an hour long where we're just doing blah 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 blah.
That would get
that
would be funny for 2 minutes, and then it would get boring after 5.
But you still get those 7 minutes.
It'd be about a minute for me, and I'd be okay. I'm over it.
A 10-minute episode, and then I put it on YouTube, and they have the description is the actual words. Of what they're actually saying. So welcome to the blah 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 podcast.
You're gonna say welcome?
No. It's all the blah blah blah. But underneath it, it's welcome to the blah 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 podcast.
Oh, yeah, it's called just the blah
and
blah
then
blah.
just underneath it is just the transcript of it, but it's in actual words, not blah 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 blah.
That sounds like a fun project for you to do.
That sounds like something I don't want to do, but I think it would be hilarious.
All right,
He has a project to do.
Me? I got a lot of projects to do, man.
He still hasn't done his deal for Magic.
We're working on that one.
There's a lot of research to go through.
Yeah,
man. It's not something I just crank out.
No. I figure it.
And on top of that, I'm also building fucking decks and testing for August, and I got
Good night, people.
a pre-release coming up, and